Hey, Jesse.
This is good. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what are you having to drink there?
Was it Harvey Wallbanger?
Harvey Wallbanger. So
Yeah, I fucking love it. That was on the chart back there.
So Landon got us this from like a flea market, right?
No, I got it from Ollie's.
Ollie's. Okay. And so we decided we were going to make a drink from this. And we had all the stuff for a Harvey. Holy shit.
You got to do this. I'm scared.
Yeah, for a Harvey Wallbanger.
I'm scared.
Right here. Which is, and so it's, I don't know if it's pronounced Galliano or Gaiano. I don't know if the two L's are a Y. But we couldn't find that. So I looked up a substitute and it said you could use amaretto.
Yeah.
So we used.
It's very good. Dude, do a Harvey Wallbanger. Cheers, everybody. Fuck. This is fucking good.
Leave that there. So,
yeah. Was it cherry in it? Oh, shit.
So I made us one with vodka, amaretto, Tropicana Simply orange juice, and some cherry juice. And I threw a couple of cherries in there for garnish and a couple of ice cubes.
It's good. Very good. I have it all over me because it spilled
Harvey
when I picked it up.
Wallbanger. Holy shit. It's really good.
Yes.
Very tasty.
Proved by the Gen Z.
So, hi, and welcome to, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Now, this
Valentine's
won't be
Day.
To you until Wednesday, the whatevereth. But, so what's Wednesday, like the 18th?
I don't know, but look at my shirt.
We're recording
on
on Valentine's Day.
You bought me this.
I
love
bought
this.
Jesse
Look at
this.
this shirt. This is fucking badass. I'm going to wear it at Rockville. I don't care.
Yes. So, he wanted to do a lot of pink-themed outfits for Rockville. So I got him one shirt that you already wore on here, which was it's a pink shirt with a black, like shiny, like disco ball looking skeleton.
Yeah.
And then, so this is, turn around. This is a skull, but it's all flamingo.
Florida as fuck.
So it's Florida as fuck.
Coming at you, Florida as fuck.
And Rockville is in Daytona, Florida. And I am wearing a love sweatshirt.
Which is the same that JoJo has. And I was
like... So, I don't know how
it.
many of you order or have ordered from Shein, but sometimes you accidentally click the 2 times, sometimes 3. Like, I accidentally just ordered 3 pairs of the same fishnets, but whatever, I'm going to wear them.
I'm going to wear 2 of them.
Yeah, Jesse's going to borrow some. I'm going to make him I'm going to make you an undershirt out of one.
Really?
I'll show you how to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, to wear under your skull pink shirt that I bought you.
Underwear.
Yes. It's going to be like I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
We'll take a picture.
Okay.
So this shirt that I've got on for our visual listener or visual subscribers.
Yeah, the peeps that are the peeps.
The peeps that are watching us
Yeah.
visually. This is a love sweatshirt that my bestie JoJo, who has been a guest on our pod a few times, she got 2 of these on accident and gave me one. So I'm wearing it for Valentine's Day.
I love it.
Audio
and
listeners,
it says
this
love.
is a very pink sweatshirt with love in black everywhere. And it's got some rips, some distresses. Very cute. Very comfy. Oh my God. Very comfy.
When I seen JoJo show up, there's like a Christmas party or something she had it on. I was like, I love that. And you're like, I have that too.
I have it too.
I love
Matching.
it. I want to wear it.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Lindsay.
So, by the way, this is Drunk About Something Raw, uncut, and unedited recap. Hello. Today we're going to be recapping the Rosewood Massacre.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, Lindsay. That was fucking bad, dude. I just historically, just horrific, historic.
Well, JoJo did join us on that recording, and she stayed over, and we watched the movie. We had popcorn and sweet treats, and we watched the movie.
Yep.
Landon got more educated, and even though him and JoJo both like went to sleep on us.
Yeah, they Harvey Wallbangered the fuck out, and they crashed out. This is good.
It was a very long movie.
Rosewood was, I mean, it was really accurate, though. I feel like you need to watch
accurate.
Rosewood. You know, check out our podcast, of course, on the Rosewood Massacre. We're going to call it that forevermore.
Ours is a little more accurate than the movie because Hollywood.
Yeah. But the movie will really bring into grasp of all the events and things. And I get it. I get it. It was a good portrayal of the portrayal.
Yes. And Don Cheadle, Ving Rhames, John Voight, big name actors are in that movie. And it's from 1997. So even though that feels like a very long time ago, almost 30 years ago.
Shh, quiet now, Lindsay, quiet.
It's very good.
I'm glad they're sharing it, and I'm glad we're sharing it.
Yes.
I'm glad that you're sharing it, because I'm just following you. I'm just over here walking behind the path that you fucking make. And
But you brought this to my world, this story.
I mean, I get it, but still, you're paving it, Lindsay. I might make the asphalt.
This is really good.
I know, it is so good. It's going to get us fucking good. But I might make the asphalt, but you pave the road, baby.
So, let's start the recap.
Okay.
So, in 1923, it was New Year's Day. James Taylor, not the singer, and his wife were at home. James Taylor had to go out to work that morning. And what the fuck? I don't have my notes today. Mrs. Taylor.
She had the sneaky link.
Hold on. So James goes to work. It's still dark. And then his wife is at home. And when it's still dark, neighbors hear. That's today's notes. Yeah, Landon's our assistant again today.
Assistant.
I don't know what happened to the notes. I usually put them all in one pile.
You were looking for them, yeah.
But Rosewood has
Let's go off the
disappeared.
dome. It's exciting.
I'm going off the dome because I do
exciting.
know this story front to back. Yeah. So names may be wrong. Go back and listen to our episode for the full effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mrs. Taylor, she gets assaulted. And neighbors hear screams. Neighbors come over, and Mrs. Taylor wrongfully accuses a black man of, at first, she just said, came in and assaulted her. Then the more attention she got,
the rape and all that come in, yeah.
She said that she was raped and robbed. Now, her laundress, Sarah Carrier, who lived in the neighboring town of Rosewood. So they're in Sumner. The Taylors are in Sumner, which is, I forgot the backstory really quick. So backstory, Rosewood originally was a thriving
settlement,
predominantly white community because of its rosewood cedar trees.
And they cut them all down and then had to relocate, and they called that next town over was Sumner.
And Sumner had a sawmill, which provided more jobs.
So that was the work around the area. People knew woodworking, and the communities around the area, that's what they got there. That was their employment. And the black community, they were thriving, though, in the Rosewood area, which was cut down by all the trees. There was nothing left there, but they had a communal type of area, and they were thriving.
They had a turnstile mill, and they had a couple of industrial things as well.
So this is
I'm so sorry I forgot my notes today.
Yeah, this is the woods between Bronson and Cedar Key. Mm-hmm. It's the woods. There's nothing between there but woods.
And swamp.
Mm-hmm. And at that time, they made a thriving community. They were building 2-story houses. Nobody had 2-story houses back then.
In Florida.
Yeah. Nobody. They had what they called shotgun houses, where the front door and the back door kind of met. You let the breeze come through because it's hot as shit in Florida in the summer. And it was a single-story house, and that's the spot you kind of went to and slept or whatever. But they had a thriving building economy and a thriving building a community. It was communal. People were growing garden. They had gardens, and the workmanship was just amazing. They were not going to experience anything as far as the Depression. They were going to be just an amazing community. There was no reason why anybody fucked with all this, and it got all fucked up.
Right. So this Rosewood had originally been predominantly white, but when they cut down all the cedar trees and the lumber industry went downhill because they cut down all the trees, they went over to Sumner. So now Rosewood is predominantly black, but like Jesse said, thriving. They learned how to work it, and they learned how to do their thing.
Yeah, and another neighboring community, my boss's wife was part of the lineage that was the sheriff.
Oh, shit.
That was in the other neighboring community. I forgot what community it was. He didn't have anything to do with it, but he was like part of like the awareness and trying to bring light into the state of Florida, but it all got shot down. Yeah,
Sheriff Yondu?
no. I forgot what somewhere in Dixie County or some shit, right? But he actually was trying to stand up and for awareness and everything in a good way, but it all got fucked up. Lindsay's going to tell you about that fuckery.
Well, in the movie, the actor that plays the sheriff is also the actor that plays Yondu in the Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. So that's what we call him, Sheriff Yondu, because that's all I could think of the whole movie was Yondu. That's Yondu. Anyways, so Mrs. Taylor has now proclaimed that she has been assaulted. Sarah Carrier and her granddaughter, who has come to work with her that day, they know that there has been a white man that's come in and hung out with Mrs. Taylor while Mr. Taylor goes to work. So they're like, no, that was not a black man that assaulted Mrs. Taylor. That was a white guy who has been coming in. Now, they didn't share that because they were too scared to actually speak their mind in the white community. Yeah. So they go back and tell the residents of Rosewood that. So this guy, his name was also James. His name was James Wright. So he runs out because he has literally beat the shit out of Mrs. Taylor. It was a lover's quarrel. And a different story got told within the white community that now a escapee from the chain gang named Jesse Hunter is who they need to be looking for.
Which in the movie they portrayed him as a World War II veteran, right? And he had a bunch of money. And he showed up at the town and he's like got a whole grip of money. He's
the white guy.
Land. Oh, the guy, the drifter that was supposed to be like escapee from the chain gang or whatever, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Yeah. So it's a little this and that, but at the same time, it's a lot of fucked up fuckery. I feel like if there's a drifter from a chain gang that came through the town, he probably just got something, supplies, and left, you know?
Well, this man named Sam Carter, who was a blacksmith in the area, he had helped. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. So a mob of white men formed. It was, what did I say? It was about 400. I'm so sorry. Once again, my notes are lost. So I want to say it was about 400 men. So this started on January 1st and it goes through until January. Did I say January begin with? January 1st to January 7th.
1st to the 7th. Do you think it was like part of like the Mason thing like they did in the movie? Like he's a Mason, right?
Well, there was a Masonic Lodge in Rosewood. And James Wright, who was the paramour, in the movie is portrayed as a Mason. And then Sam Carter was also a Mason. So he helps this guy out. Mm-hmm. But then it all gets misconstrued as to Sam Carter helping out the escapee from the chain gang named Jesse Hunter.
Right. Okay.
So they first lynch Sam Carter to try to get answers out of him. And when he doesn't tell them what they want to hear, he gets shot. Mm. And this was basically the kickoff to the entire massacre of this beautiful, thriving black community in Rosewood, Florida.
Right.
So Sarah Carrier, her son's name was Sylvester. And Sylvester was just, I'm not sure what he was doing, but he was met with the mob. And the mob tells him to get the fuck out of town. Sylvester's like, absolutely not. And Sylvester was an excellent gunsman. So he goes back to his mom's house. And he
tries to have a gathering like of the community and strength and unity, and was like, "Holy fuck, dude! This whole
strength
town,
in numbers.
Yeah, this whole town's fixing to be invaded by a bunch of people that is a mob over one person that we don't even know. We don't even know this person, and they're looking for him, and we don't even know him. And they're just like, "Hey, let's get together in this house." and some
Yeah,
horrific
because
shit
nothing
happens. I mean,
is
it's like,
said in history that I could find in research is ever said anymore about Jesse Hunter.
right, exactly.
And Jesse Hunter wasn't even an assailant in this case. He was just who was presumed to be the attacker of Mrs. Taylor.
Yeah. Do you think like that in conspiracy theory? Did he really even exist?
Fanny. I remembered her name. Fanny Taylor.
You remember?
Yep.
You remember, like, okay, watching the movie and then seeing all this and the real history and everything of all of it. You think that was just all fucking imagined? Like, did that guy even exist? Because he was a drifter that came through, right?
Well, I do believe that there was an actual escapee off the chain gang because that was a thing back in those days.
But was it real, like, actually documented? Like, this is a real thing?
We don't know.
We don't know. Just saying, I'm full hat, and I'm going to do a full hat on in the middle of it.
Things we have moved on too fast from.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
Okay. So Sam Carter has now been killed. Sylvester has been told to get out of town, but he says no. He goes back to Rosewood and gathers about 15 to 20 people in Sarah Carrier's house to hide. But then the white mob gets word of this and they surround Sarah's house and there's a standoff because, like I said, Sylvester is an excellent gunsman. He's not scared of shit. And then you've got this white mob outside that the Ku Klux Klan has now joined. So there was 100 members of
from Gainesville or something.
100, yeah.
Was it 100?
100 members
That's
from
crazy.
Gainesville. Or I'm sorry, they weren't from Gainesville. They were having a rally in Gainesville.
Oh.
Which was
So
right
that's
down
new.
the road.
Yeah, that's new. I don't remember that part. Yeah.
I did say that.
Did you? No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, I
well,
reviewed
just
it
don't
yesterday or, the day it came out.
Yeah.
I always listen to us on Fridays along with you guys because I want to make sure we did a good job.
Did we do a good job?
We did do a good
So
job.
you need to watch it or listen to it, not watch it. Listen to it. Watch it with your ears.
Watch our recaps. Listen to the Friday episodes.
Yes.
So now, okay, so there's a standoff at the Carrier house. Now, Sylvester, he's a badass. He does take down two of like the main dudes in this mob of racists. But unfortunately, him and Sarah were gunned down.
Yeah.
And when they first get there, they shot the dog. Like, leave the animals out of all of it.
Cool.
Number one.
None of it's cool.
None of it's cool, but leave the animals out of it first off. So then, they start setting fire to residents and buildings, like landmark buildings, like churches and the post office and the Masonic Lodge. They start setting fire to those, and anybody that runs out for safety,
Get them.
they shot them down.
Horrible.
Horrible.
Thriving ass, beautiful community. They're just destroying it. Sorry, I'm chewing on ice.
No. I'm just thinking about how scared and horrified, because these people had been thriving in peace for a long time.
Yeah, every time you mention a scenario, I'm thinking of the running. I don't know why, but everything's in black and white in my mind. But they're running
Because
out of the house.
that's all we can picture in that time
There's fire
period.
going on, and there's a whole herd of dudes that are just fucking massacring people. That's
For
what I'm thinking
nothing.
about. For nothing. Just, there's another one. Fuck them.
Because a white woman was cheating on her husband and lied.
It was a lie. You know what I believe, though? I believe that Jesse didn't exist, and whoever that was, the sneaky link that was doing whatever with whatever, was probably part of the mob. He was like hanging out and trying to use that as a fucking excuse.
No, well, the movie portrays, like we did say, and this is historically talked about as well, that the person that Sam Carter helped was probably her Fanny Taylor's lover.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
James Wright.
The whole chain gang dude was just made up. That's what I'm saying. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. But that's just what I'm saying. The whole drifter and everything was fucking made up. That's what I'm thinking. 6'7".
He's not mentioned any other time.
6'7".
So now,
Leave it alone.
basically over the next few days, from, like I said, from the 1st to the 7th, the entirety of Rosewood is just burned to the ground.
Yeah.
And residents that were not gunned down after fleeing from their home that was set aflame are hiding in the swamp. And it was an exceptionally cold winter that year. And non-Florida residents, let me just say here. Okay. So we do not know what winter is going to bring to us. It can be mild to where it's like 40 degrees in the morning and 70 degrees in the afternoon. Or it could be 20 degrees the entire day.
Let me put this into perspective.
Go ahead.
Let me put this in.
Look at you. He's already
I'm allowed to be slosh. This
banger.
is the deal.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm allowed to be Harvey and wallbangered. But, okay. The decimation of a thriving community. And these people are trying to run through a swamp and just a desolate area, you know? They're running for their lives, right? Mm-hmm. The weather in Florida, though, will go from 80 to 20 in January. And that's what it does. I have coworkers that are from up north, like near Canada, in Montana, and they're just like, this Florida weather, bro, it's something different. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, y'all are used to like negative 15 degrees, right? They're like, no. The difference between 80 yesterday and 20 tomorrow, that's the difference.
It's really insane.
It hits, and it's always a wet, nasty, fucking ass cold here in Florida. So when it hits, we're in North Florida. We're not talking about like Miami or south of Orlando. We're in North Florida. Actually, this was like Northwest Florida. Mm-hmm. So they're getting like the Gulf breeze and everything in that area,
which it makes it even colder because you're getting the ocean breeze.
Yeah. So the difference between that is your body and your just everything is just not ready. You know, yesterday it was 80 degrees and then the next day it's like 20 degrees. So it just hits different. And then you have to track through a swamp and all that with women and children and people that are just running for their lives, you know. That really hits different in a, you know, we're not comparing it to negative 20 by no means.
God, no.
But people that are from that negative 20 area have come down here and been like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't understand a conversation where they're like, I'm talking to you, but you've been in negative 20 degrees, but you're saying that Florida's worse. I don't know why it hits like that.
I've never experienced negative degree weather, but I do have a regular who told me a couple of weeks ago, oh my God, I love this guy so much. He's so adorable. Little old man. He's a vet. So sweet. We were talking about how, because it was going to be 20 in the 20s the next day. Mm. So, you know, I was telling all of my guests to stay warm, stay safe, you know, because I have been at my restaurants long enough to where I have acquired over 100 regulars, and most of them are senior citizens.
Right. That just means you're doing a good job.
Yes. And they love me with my purple hair and my nose rings and my gauges. So, I mean, like, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
So, this particular regular, he's so adorable. He wears, like suspenders and flannels and so cute. He was telling me that when he was in the service, he was, because nobody really wanted to do it, and he was like, fuck it. He went to a mission in northern Canada where it was negative 72.
Negative. So that's like Arctic Circle.
That's goddamn Santa Claus weather, man. Like, what the? I can't even fathom that. My Florida ass resident brain cannot fathom that. The coldest weather I have ever experienced was when we went to Kentucky in January.
It was like
when
6.
Jesse's grandmother passed.
Yeah.
And it was 13. That's the coldest weather I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, I think I remember it being like 6 at one time. Like 6 degrees at one time.
Not in our city.
No, when we went to that trip
I was about to say.
Kentucky, I remember it being like 6. I was like, all right, we're fitting to go over this mountain, and I'm taking her through the hollers and the butcher hollers.
I'm eating your cherries.
No, I wanted that. You fucking.
I'll give you one of mine when I drink it.
You hurry up now. Oh shit. But yeah, that was really cool for us though, because you got to be part of an award ceremony. That was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Side story, really quick. The reason we had to go to Kentucky was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
That was the passing of his grandmother.
Yeah. We did
Even though they knew it was coming, just like with the passing of my grandmother, you never are really prepared when your loved one passes, even though you know it's coming. But anyways, when we get up there, Jesse, of course, wants to show me, he wants to take me to Butcher Holler, where Loretta Lynn lived. Like, I saw her actual house. I'm a metalhead through and through, but I fucking love Loretta Lynn. And he also took me to her brother's grocery store, correct?
Yeah, Webb's.
Webb's grocery store. When we're there, that year, what year was that? 2014?
Don't do me like this, Lindsay.
14 or 15? I want to say
4.
14 because Silas was still a baby, because I have a picture of you walking across the bridge
baby.
where you got your head stuck in.
Yeah, the dam.
I have a picture of Jesse walking across the bridge with Silas over his shoulder, and Silas has the cutest smile on his face, and he's not very old. No, it's 2015 because he was over a year old. Yeah.
Yeah. He's goofbooting on my shoulder.
Because he was born the end of 2013, so it was 2015.
I'm
it was
literally
the beginning of 2015.
walking across the bridge where I stuck my head over and watched the spillway of the dam and got my head stuck one time. Drama.
So
Trauma dump.
We go into Webb's, and that very weekend, Loretta Lynn is being recognized for what was it, like a lifetime achievement type award or something?
Yeah, it was something like that. And her dress is there, like the big sparkling.
And Crystal
dress.
Gale, her sister.
It's all there in the Webb store. It's
Well,
really cool.
a reporter interviews me, which I was not prepared for. I was about, what did you say, about 60 pounds heavier than I am right now, because I was still kind of postpartum. It took a lot. When you have a baby in your 30s and then you have a tubal afterwards, losing that baby weight is not easy. But anyways.
None of that matters. You were fucking amazing, lady.
I was interviewed about Loretta Lynn, who I have been passionately obsessed with pretty much since my teenage years, after I watched The Coal Miner's Daughter for the first time. And that was really, I was on TV for the first time. No, not the first time. But I was on the news for the first
really
time.
Cool.
Yeah, I have been on TV before. I was in a Think Sharp competition when I was in 5th grade.
They jerked her up because she was just looking so beautiful in that Webb store.
Thank you.
And her brother, like Loretta's brother's like hanging out in the store telling us a couple things, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a whole news report thing. And Lindsay's like, yeah, I've always loved Loretta Lynn my whole life. You know, it's like so cute.
And I watched the interview and I was like, oh my God, I actually sound professional. Like
Fuck
I knew what if I was fucking talking about.
Pay no attention to us though on this. Pay no attention. We're not nowhere near professional. Look at our sign crooked behind us. But anyhow, you really killed it.
Back there.
Shh, pay no attention. Pay no attention. Oh, she's got it.
Okay, I got it.
To let her OCD kick in right there. But no, she killed it. Like, it was an amazing trip. At the same time, it was horrific. I had to do what I needed to do for my grandma. So I'm like, all right, this might be the only time we ever go up here, which I
No, we'll be back.
We'll be back. Northeastern Kentucky. And I took her over 2 Mile Hill, and we went by Meade Memorial School.
First of all, let's stop at 2 Mile Hill and then we'll go to Meade. 2 Mile Hill was the scariest thing I have ever experienced in my life. So it's not a hill. It's a goddamn mountain with a cliff on the side, and there's no guardrail. And I was crying, and we had a baby in the back seat. So my oldest and my youngest were on that trip with us. My 2 middle ones had stayed with their grandparents. And because we didn't want to put all of the kids on them, so we figured the oldest and the youngest would be the easiest to take care of and to process this event, because the oldest could understand death and the youngest didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I was crying and I was like, Jesse, we have a baby in here. Like, I was full-fledged.
I'm just handling
anxiety ridden.
It's what I remember. So I'm just like,
and then also
through all the curves and
when he took me to the holler, I did not understand
what a holler was. And holler goes back Old English. You know, it's You're allowed to say all those crazy ass Appalachian words and the slangs where it makes you feel ignorant, but that's old English. Let that be a thing. You're allowed to say holler and what and all the Appalachian. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the whole Appalachian language really goes back to old English. It really does.
So if you know Loretta Lynn, who the fuck that is, and you've watched The Coal Miner's Daughter, you'll understand. You'll have seen her actual house on that movie. I saw her actual house in real life, and the holler is a very, very, very narrow. Describe what a holler is.
It's a winding cutout between the hills.
Yes.
Not two, but all of them.
So we're in what we called the man van. It was a Dodge Journey, and that was what they called the man van back in its day. And when he was backing up, I thought for sure that we were going to just back up into our death.
And die.
And that's not the first time that will happen while we are in Kentucky. But we'll talk about the second time another day. So
nobody makes me die my own death, except for me.
Anyway, we made it out of the holler. We made it out of Paintsville. We gave our respects to Jesse's grandmother. And I wish I had been able to meet her while she was alive. I did enjoy my time in Paintsville, Kentucky. And then later on when we went to Louisville, that's a whole different world. It's crazy. Same state, completely different culture.
Yeah, once you get on past the mountains, it's a different.
Paintsville is very, if you are from Florida. So, okay, I'm going to compare it to, so Paintsville is like Lulu, Florida. And then Louisville is like Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando-ish. It's a lot more cultured.
In perspective.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
It's still different, though, from any of that I mentioned.
5 minutes out of Louisville, though, you got Bourbon World. So I love that. So,
well, there's Bourbon World in Louisville as well.
Yeah. I mean, Elizabethtown is the most beautiful place I've ever been, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to live there forever.
That's our retirement area.
Love Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
We're going to get a boathouse and live in Elizabethtown.
Oh, yeah.
Can we do that?
Well, a little bit further south. Like, I would love to live on like Kentucky Lake area or anything like that. I would love to live in it. Just we'll talk about that later, but yeah.
And one of my favorite coworkers, who is now retired from the restaurant that I work at, we are corporate, so retirement is a huge possibility with the work that we do. Don't shit on serving and tip your servers. If you live in America, if you visit America, tip your servers. Period.
Yeah, and if you're from Europe, tipping is rude.
No, it's not. Well, it's not in America.
No, I'm saying if you're...
Come over here and tip.
If
Canadians,
you're in Europe,
Europeans, all over the world, in America, tip 20% if you have good service.
Why are you giving me this extra money? It's already put in the bill.
So anyways, basically, we're going to go back to Rosewood.
Yes.
So now the town has been burned to the ground. Sarah Carrier and Sylvester Carrier have been murdered, and they have now been buried. So Sylvester's brother, I can't remember his name off the top of my head because, like I said, my notes have been displaced. I don't understand where they went. But he loaded... So the two Jewish brothers that owned the train in the area, they came through. They rescued women and children. Men weren't allowed because they were still scared of the white men, angry mob. And I can't blame them. They were dangerous. So they rescued the women and children. And the other carrier's son went back into town to see what he could do to help after he loaded his family on this train. And he was shot and killed. Or first, he was told to bury his own grave beside his mother and brother. And then he was shot and killed and buried right beside them. And then Hayward Carrier came back from a hunting trip to find his entire existence gone.
Completely
his family, his town,
destroyed,
everything gone. And he was never the same again. He basically went into
insanity.
He went into himself.
Yeah.
And he never recovered until his death. Like, he went completely insane, which is also completely understandable. Right. I would probably do the same.
And as we talked about the whole story, after all of this conspired and all the bullshit, they didn't even get any recognition for like 70 years.
70 years of silence until a author from the Tampa Tribune. Is that correct? Help me remember.
Oh, God, Lindsay.
It was either Tampa or St. Pete in the same area.
Yeah.
Came to Cedar Key, and he wanted to know why a predominantly white area at that time, this is the 80s, 82, was now, or it was in the 80s, it was predominantly white, and he knew from historical artifacts and research that it used to be predominantly black. And a local in Cedar Key talked to him about the massacre, and then he did more research, and he got it put out there into the public. And then the Seminole tribe also spread the word about this after he published his article. They finally
blowed it all out. And then, you know, the people, the descendants and the people that were still alive, they didn't hardly get shit from it. Like, the government did not hardly give them anything from it.
And it was like, it was voted on for their reparations for, you know, whatever, to pay them out money for what they went through for not being protected by the government, which they should have been protected by. It was a very meager amount. And unfortunately, they were voted out 70 or 40. It was like 70 yes, 40 no. And so 40 people out of this committee said no, they don't deserve it. And then the Klan also came out of the woodwork and were like, no, they don't deserve these reparations. Mm-hmm. So they got a measly, so all the descendants, the surviving members and the descendants got a total of $1.5 million. The original negotiated amount was $7 million. It went down to $1.5 million, which was to be dispersed among survivors, their proven descendants, and then there was a scholarship.
Which was nothing.
There's just nothing. Nothing was enough.
They took their inheritance and their ancestral land all the way and burned it completely to the ground and said, y'all just move on somewhere else and just forget about it.
They brought them back down after they had built back up.
Yeah.
After they arose from slavery.
Rosewood was just a thriving community that
because
was
a lot of slaves, when they were freed from their owners, masters, whatever you want to call them, they really didn't have a leg to stand on. So all these people came up from nothing and made a thriving community, which I do mention in the episode was more prosperous than the white community, neighboring community, which was Sumner. Yeah. They were doing better.
They knew how to do it right.
They were doing better.
In so many communities, they
burn it to the ground.
There's more than one community, so you're going to have to follow along and see us this Friday also, because there is more than one community.
This coming Friday, we're going to talk about another one that happened a couple of years before this happened.
And Lindsay likes to destroy me a whole lot. And thank you for destroying me for this, and thank you for the recap, Lindsay. I want to go cook some steaks because...
happy Valentine's Day, post-Valentine's Day. We hope you had an amazing one. We're about to cook some steak and potatoes and salad and green beans and mushrooms and garlic, and we're about to eat like lovers and mothers and fathers.
Yeah, we're lovers, we're fathers, and we're lovers, and we're mothers. I don't know how to say it all.
Give me a high five.
Thank you, guys, and follow along. We got so much to go. I mean, we're literally fixing to go and grill out. I think I might do a live for that, too, so follow the lives.
This coming Friday, we are wrapping up our Black History Month series. For this year, I've already got plenty saved for next year.
Oh, yeah.
So keep following along, and then the following week, we're going to Germany. And
don't do me like this, Lindsay.
It's not going to be a good time.
Let's go.
But it's an insane story. Don't eat prior to that one. I just want to say that.
No, don't. Nobody hushes your mouth like I hush your mouth. Like, I mean, you can't.
So just a little preview into that.
Make sure. Don't tell me this. I don't want to know. Let me wrap this up. I already got my cable wrapped up.
Make sure you check our full episode on the Rosewood Massacre.
Check it out.
And then if you're in Florida, go just trek there. Take a picture of it, share it. Keep the awareness alive.
Yeah,
don't let history repeat itself. We're going to say that insufferably forever.
Yeah, you can go down
to
Otter Creek and you can check out the actual train in that area on 19, and you can actually take on, was it 24?
Yes.
And go towards Cedar Key, and you can see the little plaque in the area, the actual area where it's at. Read the front and back and recognize that. Share it. We love you so much, though, Lindsay. I want to get those sticks.
If you're vacationing in Cedar Key, take a trip and just pay your respects.
Yeah, forevermore. Go out there and go fishing in Cedar Key. It's cool.
But I'm going to talk about our plugs real quick. So our main website is drinkaboutSomething.site. On Instagram, we are drinkaboutSomething. On Gmail, if you want to send us an email with your stories, your thoughts, your concerns, your whatever, just hit us up.
Yeah.
We are drinkaboutSomethingPod@gmail.com. What am I missing? Oh, TikTok Live. We are drinkaboutSomethingPod_Lindsay. What else?
Hit us up on YouTube, dude. It's
YouTube. Gen Z.
Yeah, JENDSEY.
That's our names together.
Gen Z. Not like Gen Z, like Generation Z.
Not Generation Z, just Gen Z.
JEND
like Jesse and Lindsay.
SEY on YouTube. You're going to find us and share us, and we love you so much, though. I want to go.
So much.
Yeah. Lindsay, say the beautiful, magical word that gets me over there, grilling steaks.
We love you. Bye.